are my people, you're divine, my divine. Where you go, I will go, ancestors. Where you go, I will go. Where you go, I will go, ancestors. Where you go, I will go. Where you lie, I will lie, ancestors. Where you lie, I will lie. Where you lie, I will lie, ancestors. Where you lie, I will lie. And your people are my people. Your people are mine. Your people are my people. You're divine, my divine. Where you go, I will go, children. Where you go, I will go. Where you go, I will go, children. Where you go, I will go. Where you lie, I will lie, children. Where you lie, I will lie. Where you lie, I will lie, children. Where you lie, I will lie. And your people are my people. Your people are mine. Your people are my people. You're divine, my divine. Where you go, I will go, beloveds. Where you go, I will go. Where you go, I will go, beloveds. Where you go, I will go. Where you lie, I will lie, beloveds. Where you lie, I will lie. Where you lie, I will lie, beloveds. Where you lie, I will lie. And your people are my people. Your people are mine. Your people are my people. You're divine, my divine.
Hello and good afternoon. My name is Pat Ahern, and I am the extremely grateful CEO at Care Dimensions. Of course, I'm grateful for all of the technology and the staff and the volunteers that are making this program possible. And I sure do wish we were in a room together. I am missing your hugs, that's for sure. I hope that this is a meaningful ceremony for you. You probably may have heard me say something like this along the way. We think that there are two major life events that every single person shares. We all got born and we're all going to die. And we actually think that the dynamics and experiences of both of those of both of those life events means a lot. So you came into this world surrounded by love, comfort, and care, and we are working with families every single day to help people leave the world the same way: love, comfort, and care. We are made bold to really think that this can be done because we have seen you in action. We know that families can lean into an experience and accomplish a great deal. So I hope this service is important to you. I hope that it does something to change something about today for you. And I wish you the very, very best. may I certainly introduce you to the very capable chaplain from Care Dimensions, Marshall. Thank you.
Thank you, Pat. Good afternoon. I'm so glad to gather with you this afternoon to remember our loved ones. Although we are separated by distance in this online memorial service and cannot see each other, we are also together across this space, bound by our common experience of loss. We are not alone in what we are going through. Our resources are great because they come from the deep well of all humanity. And in this spirit, we join our individual feelings and thoughts, as well as the faiths that sustain us separately, into a harmony of remembrance and affirmation. So let us hold one another in our hearts. The pandemic that we have lived through over these last 15 months or so has made our grieving especially challenging. And for those of you who cared for your loved ones during this time, that task was made extra complex by lockdowns and social distancing and isolation. I commend you all for getting through this. I invite you now to take a deep breath with me. To be aware of our bodies, to settle in and to arrive. As we remember our loved ones today, we both grieve their losses and celebrate their lives and who they were. We who have enjoyed our loved ones' special affections have ourselves died some when they passed. And through the lives of our loved ones, we also have been given life. We are more because they lived. The poet Khalil Gibran once said, "When you are sorrowful, look again in your heart, and you shall see that in truth you are weeping for that which has been your delight." The sadness of their passing and the gratitude we feel for having had them are blended together like strands wrapped around each other. Sometimes we feel one more acutely than another, and then at other moments, it's the other way around. Another poet, William Blake, reminds us, "Joy and woe are woven fine. Under every grief and pine runs a joy with silken twine. It is right, it should be so. We were made for joy and woe." Indeed, we were made for a whole range of feelings, and we can feel them more powerfully in times like these. I encourage us all to tend to these feelings and tend to ourselves by marking the existence of our grief through ritual and sharing. We might light candles, place stones or flowers, take walks or look at pictures, and tell stories of our loved ones and ask others to tell us their favorite stories of them. Today at Care Dimensions, we join you in these efforts through this service of honoring our loved ones by listening to readings, hearing more music, speaking the names of those we are honoring, and joining in a litany of remembrance. Some of the segments have been pre-recorded in the beautiful sanctuary of the Unitarian Universalist Church of Medford, Massachusetts. Thank you for joining us today. It is good to be together. And now let us go out to Medford to hear the first of our readings.
A time of remembering. We come together as people drawn to life, and yet as people acquainted with death. We come full of our memories, those memories that are hard for us to bear, those memories that lift us up and give us meaning, those memories that give us the courage to go on. We come together today knowing that we are not alone, that others struggle even as we struggle, that others love even as we have loved and we still love. We come together knowing that others hope even as we try to hope, clinging to the assurances that help make our own way from hour to hour and day to day. May we find the full share of peace and hope now in this time of remembering. And I want to say that I lost my husband this year.
Let us agree for now that we will not say the breaking makes us stronger, or that it is better to have this pain than to have done without this love. Let us promise we will not tell ourselves time will heal this wound, when our every day, our waking, opens it anew. Perhaps for now it can be enough to simply marvel at the mystery of how a heart so broken can go on beating, as if it were made for precisely this, as if it knows the only cure for love is more of it, as if it sees the heart's sole remedy for breaking is to love still, as if it trusts that its own persistent pulse is the rhythm of a blessing we cannot begin to fathom, but will save us nonetheless.
Give us the peace of the mountain. Oh, give us the patience of the tree. Give us the open arms of the heavens. Give us the passion of the sea. Teach us the music of the river. Teach us the kindness of a breeze. Teach us the harmony of a rainbow. Teach us to sing like wind in the trees. Show us the love as deep as the ocean. Show us the secrets us the peace of the mountains. Oh, give us the patience of a tree. Give us the open arms of the heavens. Give us the passion of the sea. Teach us the music of the river. Teach us the kindness of a breeze. Teach us the harmony of a rainbow. Teach us to sing like wind in the trees. Show us the love as deep as the ocean. Show us the secrets of a storm. Show us the courage in a mother's heart. Show us the wisdom in our bones. Give us the peace of the mountain.
This poem is titled For Grief by John O'Donohue. When you lose someone you love, your life becomes strange. The ground beneath you gets fragile. Your thoughts make your eyes unsure. And some dead echo drags your voice down. Where words have no confidence, your heart has grown heavy with loss. And though this loss has wounded others too, no one knows what has been taken from you. When the silence of absence deepens, flickers of guilt kindle regret for all that was left unsaid or undone. There are days when you wake up happy, again inside the fullness of life, until the moment breaks and you are thrown back onto the black tide of loss. Days when you have your heart back, you are able to function well, until in the middle of work or encounter, suddenly with no warning, you are ambushed by grief. Becomes hard to trust yourself. All you can depend on now is that sorrow will remain faithful to itself. More than you, it knows its way and will find the right time to pull and pull the rope of grief until that coiled hill of tears has reduced to its last drop. Gradually, you will learn acquaintance with the invisible form of your departed, and when the work of grief is done, that wound of loss will heal, and you will have learned to wean your eyes from that gap in the air and be able to enter the hearth in your soul where your loved one has awaited your return all the time.
Epitaph by Merritt Malloy. When I die, give what's left of me away to children and old men that wait to die. And if you need to cry, cry for your brother walking the street beside you. And when you need me, put your arms around anyone and give them what you need to give me. I want to leave you something better than words or sounds. Look for me in the people I've known or loved, and if you cannot give me away, at least let me live in your eyes and not your mind. You can love me best by letting hands touch hands and by letting go of children that need to be free. Love doesn't die, people do. So, when all that's left of me is love, give me away.
Hello again. I'd like to invite you to join me in saying a litany of remembrance written by Sylvan Kamens and Jack Reamer. I will speak a line, and our common response will be, "We remember them." Though we are not together in person, as you say the refrain, I invite you to try to imagine all of the others who are tuned into this service, speaking the same words as you are in an act of solidarity. In the rising of the sun and in its going down, we remember them. In the blowing of the wind and in the chill of winter, we remember them. In the opening of buds and in the rebirth of spring, we remember them. In the blueness of the sky and in the warmth of summer, we remember them. In the rustling of leaves and in the beauty of autumn, we remember them. In the beginning of the year and when it ends, we remember them. When we are weary and in need of strength, we remember them. When we are lost and sick at heart, we remember them. When we have joys we yearn to share, we remember them. So long as we live, they too shall live, for they are now a part of us as we remember them. Would you join me now in a spirit of prayer or meditation? Spirit of life, we hold up to you in sacred memory the loved ones of those we carry in our hearts. They who filled our world with love and delight have become one with your eternity. Help us to connect more fully to our gratitude as well as our sorrow, and to know that we are blessed for having known them. We give thanks for having had them in our lives and for the gifts they have given us. And we trust now that they rest in a divine harmony. They are gone from our sight, but remain with us through the love we shared together, which knows no beginning and no end. Our love for them and their love for us will never die. Grant to us who grieve their deaths forgiveness, a sense of comprehending compassion, and a meaning in which all things are understood and made whole. May the love in our hearts join us together with those around us in richer ways than before, and in time lead us to the peace that passes understanding. And may this peace of the Spirit that rises above all strains of the earth be with us now and forevermore. Amen. Finally now, may the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, the rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of God's hand. And let us conclude our service by listening to some more music, a lovely rendition of This Little Light of Mine.
This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. The strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. This love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. This light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. This light